Hi, this is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly video newsletter. We finished our regular season run this past Thursday night. We had to wrestle NC State on a Thursday night because of scheduling conflicts with them and with us, with the national duels and with some other important events on both sides. We had to do it midweek, and we were worried about the crowd, but it ended up being an amazing crowd. And I first and foremost want to thank everybody that was there supporting our program, and special mention to everybody that came to all our matches. I mean, it's so cool to see the familiar faces that are there and loyal. Every home event, rain or shine or snow, they're going to be there. And thank you guys so much for your support, because I've told you this a couple times this year. It absolutely does matter. The atmosphere in Mem Gym the last couple dual meets has been out of this world. As a matter of fact, the last couple of years, I would say that date back to the big Maryland win years ago when they came in undefeated and we were able to upset them when they were ranked 12th in the country, to last year's match. You could come up with a bunch of examples, to this year's Pitt match, and now to the NC State match, specifically in the Zach Nye match. I mean, the roof almost came off the place when he got the escape in the 50th overtime. Gosh, we have something now. And I can remember stories being told to me when I got the job here from the 1973, 74, and 77 teams, the teams that won those ACC championships and those teams that had so many great guys led by George Edwards. I heard those stories about when they beat Maryland and how intense the environment was and how Mem Gym was rocking, and that was something that we always longed for and wanted to have, and we have that now, and I want to thank you guys for that. Gosh, it's just such a cool thing when the opposing coach after every duel goes, wow, that place was nuts. Or when the recruits that are in town say, I can't believe how, even though it's a small place in an older building, how great that event was. And so that was the first and foremost thing I wanted to cover today, and also thank you guys, because it's something pretty special now. So we're looking forward to, the hard part is getting home matches. I mean, it's unbelievably hard. I'm doing scheduling now. It's just such a bear to try to get teams in there. And so hopefully we can continue to bring in top teams and keep having that same environment. So Thursday, the highlights. George D. Camillo came right out of the gates. NC State wanted to draw, so we drew and ended up being 33. And gosh, what a perfect way to start the match for us. George D. Camillo goes out and beats a tough kid, a great kid. And not only was he beating him, I want to say like 8-2 or 9 or 10-2 at the time he pinned him, but then he goes and puts a stamp on and gets 16 points for us. He just attacked from the opening whistle to when the ref slapped him out, and we're just so proud of him for that. And the young man he wrestled, we know how tough he is because we recruited him. He's a great kid, and so that was a really impressive win for George, and we were really excited for him coming off the Iowa match, how he responded to that. Going up the ladder, Andrew Atkinson continues to be one of the most improved athletes we have, if not the most improved from if you look at him from August to where he's at now. He just, once again, just typical Andrew, gutting out, hustling, grind riding, doing everything. He pretty much exemplifies everything we want in our guys, and we're certainly have work to do in a lot of areas, but that's one giant bright spot of our program this year has been Andrew Atkinson as a redshirt freshman. The way he competes and the way he trains and the way he approaches his life. So big win for him. Then it went on to Nick Sulzer. Nick Sulzer broke the match open late, ended up getting a big bonus point win for us, major decision win. Very proud of the way he competed, especially in the third period. Blaze Butler then goes out and actually got a major decision victory over a nationally ranked guy, returning national qualifier, who's a total stud in Renda. Again, we recruited Renda. We know how good he is. He's a great kid, and gosh, Blaze it was about a 6-3 match, 4-2 match. It was a tightly contested match, and Blaze broke it open with a takedown to a Turk, broke the match open, and then was able to pour on the points late. And so, just so excited about the way he wrestled, and a lot of positives there. Then you go on to the Zach Nye at 197. It's funny. Everyone's like, yeah, he doesn't shoot. He doesn't do this. It's like, look, the kid's got a heart the size of a lion. I mean, he is who he is. He's not going to light the world on fire with 1,000,000 points. But I'll tell you what, every time he goes out, he doesn't leave an ounce of sweat on the mat. He gives it every ounce of everything he's got and does the best he can. And we're just so proud of his effort, so proud of his heart. I mean, I don't know if people realize how hard it is to mat return a guy that size over and over and over again. He came off the mat and almost collapsed. That's how tired he was after the match, and he found a way to win. So just big praise to Zach. Won't talk about the bad, but we'll just say this. A lot of people, I got a lot of questions afterwards. Gosh, it's another 2-point loss. You guys have lost 5 matches this year, or 6 matches by 2 points or less. And you have so many close ones lately. It's just been crazy for you and all these things. I can't fix on that. What I can fix on is that we purposefully, intentionally went into this season to have the best, hardest, most rigorous regular season we could possibly put together, so we would ensure ourselves the best chance to be ready for ACCs and Nationals. Mission accomplished. That was another crazy match with another nationally ranked team. We've wrestled, 10 nationally ranked teams and beat 4 or 5 of them, probably more. I probably missed a couple. It's been an insane season, and so what I've been telling my guys, and I hope they believe me, is there's nothing we could have done different. This is exactly what we needed. In years past, we've had such great regular seasons, 19-5, 18-3, all these things happened. I think we almost crept into ACCs as if, it's just another day at the office, everything's going to be perfect because we had a perfect year and life will be great, and that's not what happens. So we didn't want that to make that same mistake this year. We wanted these guys to be in a grind every match, and it was. Even the matches where teams weren't nationally ranked were crazy matches. So they're battle tested, they're ready. We're just so excited about the way the regular season, in terms of the rigor of it, went. Our training cycle, we feel like Coach Gavin's, we were in great hands with him. Coach Lee and I were back on the road recruiting this weekend at state tournaments, so we're in full swing there. The machine's moving. Our theme moving forward is build each other up, nothing negative, shoulder to shoulder, nothing but encouragement to the guy next to you, not one negative word. We're going to build each other up, we're going to encourage each other, and we're going to go in ACCs with the goal to win that thing and pull a huge upset, because make no mistake, there's teams that are ranked ahead of us, there's teams that are favored ahead of us, and so, man, praise God, that's a good place to be. Every time we've been favored walking into that thing, we've not done well. So, my gut tells me that we have a great opportunity to wrestle out of our minds, because we should be freed up to do so. And so, focusing on that, really excited the postseason's here. It's been a long haul. It's been a crazy season with a million curveballs and a lot of deep valleys, but we've also had a lot to build on as well. So stay tuned, and I'll hit you guys back up next week.